Rice is a staple food for more than half the world's population. But what if the soil where rice grows is carrying something far more dangerous? Researchers are focusing on three toxic metals: arsenic, cadmium, and mercury, which can move from paddy soil into rice grains. Hello and welcome. You're watching Commodity Today English. I am Palak Singh. Our new research approach is looking at how farmers could potentially reduce the amount of these toxic metals entering rice, not by replacing contaminated soil but by changing the chemistry of the soil and strengthening the plant's natural barriers. Rice is particularly vulnerable to contaminate because of the way it's commonly cultivated. Flooded paddy fields can create chemical conditions that allow certain metals to become more available to rice plants. Once absorbed through the roots, some of these contaminants can eventually reach the edible grains. Among the biggest concerns are arsenic, cadmium, and mercury. Long-term exposure to these toxic metals can pose serious health risks, making the issue particularly important in regions where rice is consumed regularly. Researchers from Colorado State University are now exploring strategies that could reduce this transfer from soil to grain. The proposed approach involves changing the chemistry of paddy soils so that toxic metals become less mobile and less available for plants to absorb. Scientists are also looking at the way to reinforce the plant's natural barriers, essentially making it harder for these contaminants to move from the roots into the parts of the plant that eventually produce rice. The significance of this approach is that it could potentially offer a way to manage contaminated agricultural land without having to completely replace the soil. However, this is still an area of ongoing research. More work will be needed to determine how effectively these strategies can be applied under the real-world farming condition at the large scale. The issue is particularly significant because rice is a dietary staple for billions of people, with concern over soil contamination increasing. In some agricultural regions, finding practical way to reduce movement of toxic metals into food could become an important part of future food safety and strategies. The broader goal is simple: keep contaminants in the soil and out of the grains. For the global rice industry, this research could open a new direction in food safety by focusing not just on what happened to rice after harvest, but on how soil chemistry and plant biology can prevent contamination from reaching the grains in the first place. Safer soil, stronger plant barriers, and ultimately safer rice on the plate. That's all for this update. Stay tuned for more agricultural, food, and global business news. Thanks for watching.